This is Carnival Cruising Podcastaways, the podcast where we talk about anything and everything Carnival Cruising related. My name is, well, it's Trevor Shelby, and joining me on this cruising adventure is my good friend, Mr. Thomas Kennedy.
Hello. All you ladies out there in podcast land.
Oh my.
It's I just took that too far.
I love it. That's going to be our opening.
And of course, Reese.
Yes, and Reese.
Where are you, Reese?
All right. Hey, guys. Hey, how y'all doing?
Reese, there you are. You've been gone a few weeks.
I have, and I just wanted y'all to know that I'm really here.
Yeah. I thought you didn't like us because, you thought you were better than us because you're supposedly the funny one.
Oh, isn't that just the funny? I thought that was so the funny. I ain't not the funniest person in the world, and I just want y'all to know that I think y'all are the funniest.
Well, that's nice.
Reese. That's very nice of you to say.
Yeah.
I mean, because we are funnier than you, no matter what you think.
Oh yeah, I just ain't not really thinking about these things too much, but every once in a while, I just think that you guys just are so funny, and I just wanted the world and also our Podcastaway listeners, I want them to know that, there's someday I be funny, but I've always been a little funny. My mom had me tested and they said I was quite funny. So, it's just one of them things.
You kind of turned into Gomer Pyle there for a little bit.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Wow.
So we got a great show for you guys today. We do got a few things planned for today. Man, shocking.
Wow.
I know. I wrote 4 little sentences, but it puts us in a good spot for this episode. So we are going to address some cruise news. I didn't do the jazz hands. Cruise news. Isn't that how that goes?
No, it's everything about cruising.
Oh, well, whatever.
Anyway, but
we're going to talk about a cruise that we're going to be going on here soon. And but I think we should.
I actually have a poll result too for this.
Oh,
week
a poll result. Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, and then we got some other stuff that we're going to talk about. But first, I want to address the elephant in the room.
Are you calling me fat?
Well, it's about time somebody did. No, I'm kidding.
Wow. Wow.
Hey, Trevor, that was a little out of line. I don't think Tom's fat at all. I think you're just getting a little too randy there.
Okay, Tim. Anyways, okay, Reese. So... So I just wanted to point out that we missed an episode.
We did. We needed that. We needed that break, though.
Yeah, 44 episodes, man. But last week it was like
it was just a big comedy of clusters.
Yes, it was. If there was ever a week for us to miss, it was last week. So I gotta say, Reese, I think most of this blame lies on you.
Hey, why do you gotta be blaming me?
Well, because you had problems and you had more problems.
Oh, well.
Yeah. And you couldn't come up with any jokes or anything like that.
It's just so hard to be so funny.
Well,
Well, if you're the funny one, you should be able to, knock them out, right?
I think this is quite exposing, actually. Yeah. Quite exposing to how funny you really are. Oh, guys, be nice. So, anyways, no, we had so many problems, and then we actually started recording the episode, and I think it'll be considered forever the lost episode, because I would say we were a good quarter of the way into the episode, and
I mean,
everything fell apart.
My internet kept dropping.
Yeah,
it was just awful.
And the way we record these episodes is kind of funny, because every time somebody drops out of the episode and they have to log back in, it creates them like a new timeline for their audio. And so when I go through do these edits, if one person drops out twice, it's like I got like 3 lines of audio I've got to work with. It's a nightmare. So whenever you dropped out a couple times, I was like, I'm done. I'm done.
And then on top of that, you were dealing with something, that shouldn't have happened.
Yeah. So yeah, our car Fred has gone to
how is the car shopping going?
Yeah, it's not great. Our car Fred went to a scrapyard in the sky. But
it went to join Vera the Versa.
Yes,
my old vehicle.
Yes, they couldn't stand to live without each other, you see. And so what is that, like Widowmaker's disease? I don't know what that's called.
I don't know. Yeah.
So
broken heart disease.
Broken heart's disease. Yeah, that's what it is. Something like that. Anyways, so that was a sad ordeal, but it happens, and yeah, we're still dealing with the insurance. Actually, we'll find out here in a little bit what we're getting exactly for the car, but it was totaled, and so yeah, we're just thankful everybody involved was okay. And so that's just been quite the last few days for me. So
and since the last time we recorded, I got a new car.
Yeah,
I got a brand new 2022 RAV4.
Woo!
I call her the Rabby Oli.
The ravioli. Oh, that's really funny. Yep. I was hoping you would go with Black Betty, but
no.
Jam into Ram Jam.
Ram. Ooh, Black Betty. Ram.
Yeah, this is a really great song.
It is, but it also brings up a character that you do that annoys me.
What are you talking about? Anyways, so if you're talking about Beatrice, I mean,
no, I mean Betty.
Oh, that's Beatrice, and I'm sorry, but that's not a character. That's a loving woman that you've done wrong. Anyways,
I didn't know. I wish I could reach through this computer screen and slap you.
Yeah. If anybody doesn't know, Beatrice is actually my secretary, and her and Mr. Kennedy have a thing, but he won't admit it.
And Esmeralda, my secretary, has told her to leave me alone, which happens to be her sister.
Yeah, they're sisters, but that's besides the point. So
this week's poll, or last week's poll, was, what's your favorite line dance?
Oh, of course, okay.
There was the cha-cha slide, the wobble, the Cupid shuffle, and the electric slide. And I made this to where no one could vote more than once.
Yeah, very good.
No one could add anything. No one could add any options.
Yeah.
And of 9 votes, the electric slide won.
There you go.
33% of the votes.
That's very cool.
Yeah. Which I would have figured it was the wobble, man.
Yeah.
I hear that the most.
Wobble with wobble. Yeah. So I gotta say, I really like all of those dances, because learning the moves really only takes you like one good like set, and then you pretty much got it down after that. You just got to remember which one's which. They're not like, it's not like complicated dances really. So I've the one time, not the one time, but the first time that I actually got out to dance, I was a little worried that I wouldn't remember the steps, but then about like halfway through, I was like, "Oh, I got this down."
Well, all I gotta do for a refresher is to go to any of the country dance halls here in Tulsa. They play all of them.
Yeah,
it's like being on a Carnival cruise.
There you go.
For about 30 minutes because they play them all in a row.
There you go. Yeah, I imagine they'd be playing "Achy Breaky Heart" if they're country, but
they do that one too, and they do the Cotton Eye Joe, but they also do the wobble.
I got to see the Cotton Eye Joe one. I don't know if I could dance to that. That seems like it'd be a little more fast paced.
Well, not really.
Well, in that case, maybe I could keep up. I don't know.
But yeah. So
very cool. So we do have a little bit of cruise news to talk about. Now, this isn't like breaking news or anything like that. This is actually something that's been out for a little bit, but I thought we should talk about it because both me and you have been on cruises just after COVID, and just kind of figured we would talk about some of this and like how it is or how it was and how it's going to be. So Carnival is actually lifting its mask rule for its employees. Previously, since COVID, they've all been masked up pretty regularly, and
they all got these nice little tan lines where the mask goes. On deck.
Pretty much. And now I have seen, like on my last cruise, they were very lax with the rules. So if like somebody was maintaining a certain distance, their mask would be down. But as soon as they were very cautious. If somebody did approach and they were to talk, they would typically throw that mask up. Or if they were talking and they were trying to hold a conversation, they would take the mask and kind of pull it from their face, but still hold it there where they could be talking, but not through the mask. Yeah. And so I noticed they had been laxing up the rules, so I wondered how long this was going to last. And so they did announce that they're going to be doing away with that. Either that's in effect now or it's on the first.
It already went into effect.
Okay, it's already in effect. So
one of the cruise director, I believe it was Alex.
Yeah.
Or maybe Lee, I don't remember, recorded made a recording of the Bing Bong and of him actually making the announcement.
Oh, very cool.
and he's like, as of today, our crew members will no longer be required to wear masks.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to go check that out. I haven't seen that video, so I need to go check that out. That's to me, I'm really excited about it because it did kind of seem to take away a little bit, especially trying to personally know somebody. But when you don't really know what their face looks like, sometimes it can be disconnecting.
We really do. I mean, granted, we know it's for their safety.
Exactly.
But I do miss, seeing their faces light up when they see us, like in the dining room or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, Mr. Thomas, how are you? Or, you know, would you like a Jack and Coke?
Yeah. I mean,
is it that obvious?
I mean, just because I ordered that 9 times yesterday.
Well, Jack and Pepsi, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Jack and Pepsi.
They don't have Coke products, but yeah.
I always ordered the Jack and Rose. But so now.
Oh my God. You need help.
Wherever you are. It's really funny. So you're being quiet over there, Reese.
Well, you have to talk to me.
Oh, well, what do you think?
Well, I don't know. I've never been on a cruise before.
Oh, well, I know you haven't been on
I
a cruise.
will not this time, May. Yes. He's gonna kill us.
Do you sense
Answer, I will.
Do you sense anything?
I sense a great disturbance in the force over there. I don't know why.
Oh, that's weird. It's just a cruise ship, man. Anyways, well, all right, Reese, we'll let you sense whatever you're sensing over there, man.
He's gonna kill us.
He is. Oh God, that's really funny. So one thing that we were talking about the other day, me and you were on the phone. Actually, I think it was yesterday. Was the Carnival Ecstasy.
Yeah.
So
I mean, the ecstasy has a very special place in my heart.
yeah, and so we were chit-chatting about it the other day, and I've never actually done this before, but I thought it'd be interesting because it's going to take them a while to kind of do this. So we'll give a little bit of updates here or there. Currently, as of 6 minutes ago, this was updated. So according to what this says, the Carnival, we're on cruisehive.com on their cruise ship tracker. And currently the ship is ported in the port of Miami, and it is about to probably start its journey. So I don't know when they're doing it. I don't know anything, but we will keep track, and over the next couple of episodes, we will kind of give its updates on its final journey across the ocean.
Now you will get to see a good little piece of the ecstasy when we go on the family reunion group cruise.
Really?
Yeah, they have an old car. I believe it was a Model T Ford or something like that. I can't remember, or maybe it was a Rolls Royce. I can't remember what vehicle it is. But they took it. It used to be on the promenade there, and on the ecstasy. Well, they moved it, and it's going to be in the celebration now.
Okay, so, not too shabby.
Yeah, so a little bit of history is going to be on over there. Yeah, it's already on the ship there because they're cruising around the Med right now with no people on it.
Yeah. Well.
Actually, I think they should be leaving soon for their 14-night cruise to a transatlantic or 20-day transatlantic.
I don't know how long it is. I know it's going to take them a while to get over there because I don't know where they sold them.
No. I mean the celebration.
Oh, no. I'm still on ecstasy. Sorry. I don't know where they sold the ecstasy.
You're on ecstasy?
Yeah, I'm on ecstasy.
Does Megan know this?
I haven't told her yet. I don't know who they sold it to though. It's
an Indian scrapyard.
Is it? And so yeah. So they have a way that they get there, but I don't remember where the scrapyard is. I was looking at this map. Anyways, so I've looked at it before, and it's really interesting how they get it, like the route that they take, and then beaching the poor thing.
The most interesting thing is the beaching.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad. But it's so intriguing on how they do it because they just go full speed.
Yeah.
Yep. And they're calling out like adjustments they need to make to park this in between two other ships.
And they don't even care. If you watch the YouTube videos, they don't even care. Like they're making the adjustments, but like they're going full speed into the ground here, and they will bump into another ship and kind of bumper car a little. And
because at this point, that it's close enough to shore that they don't care if it if they puncture something, because they're gonna rip the damn thing apart anyway.
Yeah. So, that's just going to save them some time on both ships. So they're going to have to rip that apart anyways, which is sad though. I know these older ships probably aren't as desirable for cruise companies to pick up like smaller companies, because I don't know how many honestly independent smaller companies there are. Most of them have been bought up by bigger companies. Yeah. And if you're a smaller company, you more than likely are going to want a nicer, newer ship than just an older used.
Not everyone has the kind of money that Richard Branson has, that you can start up your own cruise company and have a ship built, brand new.
The man's got his own airline, cruise company, spaceship, whatever. I mean,
he used to have a phone company, which I think that went out of business.
So I mean, I'm just saying, this guy, he's the exception to the rule. That's like if we start having Tesla cruise ships in the future. So like those are exceptions.
I was actually I heard something earlier. I think it was on Cruise News Daily.
Yeah.
I think this is the 12th ship Carnival has retired since the start of the pandemic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
well, I mean, I know that they probably had to sell a few just to make bills. I mean, because
they were still paying their employees, as far as I know.
Yeah, I know that they've racked up an enormous amount of debt, and
all the cruise companies have. So.
Yes, just to stay open, basically.
Yeah, because I mean, no other industry in travel has taken a hit more than the cruise industry.
Right. That's why whenever people bring up like the Carnival stocks and all that stuff, I'm always very hesitant about that kind of stuff. It's down for a reason. I don't think it's going to go up unless they probably do something like some kind of clearing of debt, where that be bankruptcy or whatever. It might be a wonderful play. You might be able to buy your 100 shares right now. Right now it's $7.68 a share. I mean, that's
$700.
It's not bad. I mean, so you're looking at like a $700, almost $800 in shares. And so that's less than a lot of cruises right now. But you're getting it, and then you can get that $100 in onboard credit, which is the benefit of having those 100 shares. But I don't know what the likelihood is if they're going to continue that program with the shares so low. So I don't know. There's going to be a lot of people with those shares. So it's all speculation at this point. Yeah. So, and if they wipe their debt, then I mean, if you're holding shares, probably not the greatest thing. So you probably won't have them anymore. So it's all a gamble. Stock market, can contact a professional. Not some guy on Facebook. Anyways, I wanted to do something today. We do have Reese. Yeah, I'm over here.
Wow, you moved.
I'm over. Yeah, I've been walking around, trying so hard to be funny. So, I just want to stop everything. Hey, Reese, this is widely inappropriate. We're trying to continue but I want to tell a funny joke.
Oh God.
Okay.
See what you all did? You made him think he's funny. Now he's going to try to tell a joke.
Now he's a joke teller. Okay. So
Reese, tell your joke.
Tell your joke.
Okay. Oh, we made him cry. Okay, I'll get over it. So, okay, here's my joke. So, 3 guys were walking in the woods, and
one of them saw something on the ground, and he picked it up, and it was a lamp. And he rubbed the lamp, and a genie came out. And the genie said, you all have 3 wishes. And the first guy, he said, I want $1 million. And then poof, he got $1 million in his bank account. And the next guy said, I want the most money in the world in my account. And then poof, he had trillions of dollars in his account. And then the next guy, he said, I want my right arm to constantly turn counterclockwise. And then poof, his arm just continuously turned counterclockwise. And so the genie said, okay, here's you need to do wish number 2. And so the first guy said, he said, I want to be married to the most beautiful woman in the world. And then poof, there was the most beautiful woman in the world next to him. And then the next guy said, I want to be attractive and I want women to desire me. And then poof, he was super attractive, and the woman that was married to the other guy looked at him and was like, ooh. And then the next guy said, I want my right arm to turn clockwise nonstop. And so poof, his right arm started turning clockwise nonstop. So then he said, all right, you can do your last wish. And so the first guy said, I want to live forever. and poof, he was immortal. And then the second guy said, I want to forever look like I'm 26 years old. And poof, he looked like he was 26 years old. And then the third guy said, I want to constantly nonstop nod my head. and poof, he just constantly nonstop nodded his head. And so they split up, and they agreed that 1 year later they would return to see how everything went. And so the first guy came back, or they all came together, and the first guy said, oh, things have been wonderful for me. He said, I have started charities with my money, and I've doubled and tripled in investments, and my wife is so good in bed. And the next guy said, oh, I have fed the hungry, and I've done so many good things, and I've been helping out with all my money. And yes, your wife is so good in bed. And then the third guy says, guys, I think I made a mistake.
That was such a bad joke.
Oh, Reese, that's terrible.
That was such a bad
joke. God, why did people vote you so funny?
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if you're allowed to talk anymore. Oh, I'll try and get better next week, guys. Oh, I think we're canceling your history lesson today.
Yeah,
that's. Yeah, I don't know if we can trust you with that today. I think on that note, guys, we're just gonna have to end this episode on that terrible joke. Thank you all for joining us today. Next week we are looking at doing probably an episode that's going to be centered around the port of New Orleans. So we'll be talking about porting out of New Orleans, the ships that are there, the things, some tips and tricks, and our experiences there. We've talked a lot about Galveston. We're moving on to New Orleans. So if you guys have any questions for us and you want to read them out yourself, we do have a voicemail system where you can do that. And so leave us a voicemail. We'll play it on the show. The link is in the description, and I highly recommend you guys doing it. It's a really cool system, and it's a lot of fun for us on the show. Join us on our Facebook page over facebook.com/Carnival Cruising Podcastaways. We do have a Facebook group as well, and a Facebook page. So join the group. It's a private group. It just says group in the thing, and so if you join it, you'll get to see this week's question, and I'm not going to read it out here. It's a very special question, near and dear to my heart. I haven't really thought of it yet, but it'll be there. And so if join that, you can vote in there. You can also leave us voicemails. We'll chit chat, have a good time. Also, we have a YouTube page, youtube.com/Carnival Cruising Podcastaways. I promise I'll get to actually doing stuff on the YouTube page at some point. So, yeah. So anyways.
Okay.
I promise.
Your outro keeps getting longer.
I know. I need to cut it all down. So, anyways, just know that you are special, you are unique, you are loved.
And remember, anything that happens on the ship stays on YouTube. Bye.
Save the foosball table, Larv. Bye-bye.
See ya. I'm sorry.
That was a bad joke.
I heard that one the other day and I about died. Oh, okay. Oh.
You mean Reese heard it the other day?
Yeah. That's going to be edited. So, yeah. Whew. Okay. Do we want to do the commercial today?